Okay, so this is a generator. Starts with an outline. You set up where the magnet's going to be. So it's at 12 and 12. 24 magnets attracting north, south, and the coil is in between. These are the coils. Once you establish the layout, then you start creating 3D objects. Yeah. It can get disorienting, but then you insert one object inside the other, and then you realize you need some mounts, and then you create some mounts, and then you create a hole depending on the shaft you're applying it. See, this one is higher, this one is lower, and started working on the so that was the magnet rotor, and then we started working on the stator. So this is the stator, this is the first go. There was so much material that I could not print all that. It's too much, so I created a little bit of I took that ring, I took it out. Here it is. So this is it without the ring around it. And here's the other one without with less material to print. And here's the full one right here. And really, it's more complicated than this, but just so you see how it's done. It's fun. So you take that and you take it to the printer and you create a print file, and then you print it. There we go. A little squeeze to fit in there. A little bit of, protection. So every phase, there's no welding. So I wound it, you saw that on the it's delicate. I pulled most the shit out of it. Alright. Okay, so all the coils are in. So we have a 3-phase stator here, and this is 24 gauge. I have no fucking clue of how many winds, but anyway, I can give you maybe in the description I can give you the resistance for a 24 gauge. That would tell you. Okay, so here they are. There's no welding, so what I did, I wound every 3 on the same, and I jumped it to the next, and I ran it through the drill. And now, when the generator, or when the rotor goes on top, and the magnets will be inside of here, right? And then inside, you see how it is? It goes on top of it. Now the idea is The only thing is, the most dangerous of this is the top. I have to make sure that the wire does not hit the ceiling of this. And you can tell my printer did a shitty job. So, all right. So the coils. So what I'm planning to do. So for that reason, I kind of put a groove in there. You see where that little groove in between the two? So my plan is to fit these wires inside the groove and then apply a tape on top. That is the worst of the design, I believe. So where are the start and finish, you're wondering? Where the heck? Well, check this out. So you see where that line, that black line, that's where the, I'm not going to put it in, but anyway, that's where the rotor goes down to. Okay, it does not go past that black line. So what I did, I made the pockets deeper. So the pockets deeper. So this way, and I drilled a hole, and I got the wire out past the point of. Okay, I think you got the point. So anyway, that's the. So it will be a. I'm gonna try a Y, a delta, whatever. Okay, so this is that one. Now, and you know me, I don't just build one. I make a few for many reasons. This one is my first tester, and this hole was a little too big, so it kept spinning, blah blah blah. Anyway, and it's not perfect. My printer jumped halfway and it kind of offset, so I made another one, and this one has a perfect. So when it grabs my nut, this nut, okay, when it grabs the the nut, it grabs it tight, and you can tell how thin the rotor is, so inside also the walls are so thin to maximize the top, like the spacing, to minimize the spacing on the between the stator and, okay, so it goes right there. Okay, so that's that. But I wanted to improve on this even better. I made this one. This one has less product in it. Oh, look at that! I found a little magnet there. Okay. So I took some of the material off. Now, I made it a little lighter, and yeah, it doesn't fall, right? Because it's there. But it made it a little lighter, but then I wondered, hey, why couldn't I put steel around this and then around that? That increases the efficiency or the strength of the magnets, so they kind of, I don't know, the flux return to the following magnets and so on, so there's a connection between them. And also I can do this with that, where I can put a disc on top that would lock all the magnets together. So there's more to it. So I built 3, and I also have another stator that I already built, but this one is really, really, really fine wire. I think this was 32, and this one makes quite a bit of voltage. We'll deal with that one later. All right, so, and I will also show how I did it, how I drew it, and so on and so forth. Strength of magnets and blah blah blah. Okay. each winding is 5.2 ohms. Well, each phase, 3 coils, 5.2 or 5.2. Okay. Okay, so I installed the generator. Really slow RPM. And what do we got here? That's DC. Obviously there's a gap somewhere. Not a bad design, but you know, I gotta build it more stronger than 3D print. Plug in gust of wind. Anyway, so this is the result. We'll see. When we get more wind, we'll do more testing.